Imagine waking up one morning to find that everything you counted on has vanished. Your job, your relationships, your health, your future. The ground beneath your feet crumbles and your world feels like it's collapsing. Panic and despair rush in, threatening to swallow you whole. Now imagine standing in the eye of that storm, calm, steady, unshaken, knowing exactly how to respond, even when everything is falling apart. What if I told you there is an ancient philosophy that can teach you this power? This philosophy is called Stoicism, and it's not about suppressing emotions or pretending to be unbreakable. It's about embracing life's chaos with courage, clarity, and an unshakable spirit. Today, I'm sharing with you the secret they don't tell you about Stoicism, how it can save your life when everything falls apart, how it transformed me in my darkest moments, and how it can transform you too. Stay with me until the end, because this isn't just theory. This is a practical, life-changing mindset, a blueprint for turning pain into power, chaos into clarity. Are you ready? Let's begin. When most people hear Stoicism, they imagine a cold, unfeeling robot, someone who never laughs or cries, who pushes down every emotion like it's weakness. But that's the greatest misconception. Stoicism is a life practice, a guide for facing the harshest realities with strength and grace. The Stoics were real people, people who suffered loss, betrayal, illness, and injustice. What made them different was their mindset. At its core, Stoicism teaches a simple but powerful truth. Focus only on what you can control. Everything else, other people's opinions, unexpected events, outcomes, lies outside your control. Worrying about them is wasted energy. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic emperor, wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This strength isn't about brute force. It's the power to keep your mind steady amid chaos. I want to be honest with you. A few years ago, my life fell apart. I lost my job without warning. Trusted friends turned away. My health hit a low point. I felt overwhelmed by anxiety and despair, like I was drowning. In that darkness, I found Stoicism. But I didn't just read about it. I lived it. I stopped fighting what I couldn't control. I stopped blaming others or wishing things were different. Instead, I turned inward. I asked myself, what can I control right now? How can I respond wisely, not react impulsively? What kind of person do I want to be despite this pain? These questions gave me a compass. Stoicism didn't erase my pain, but it gave me the strength to face it, accept it, and keep moving forward. That's the true power of Stoicism. Now take a moment to reflect. Where in your life do you feel powerless or overwhelmed? Is it a toxic relationship, a career setback, health struggles, the weight of the world? Stoicism invites you to look squarely at these places, not to run or numb yourself, but to confront them honestly. Because life will break you at some point, but it doesn't have to destroy you. Imagine if you could see those breaks not as ends but as openings. Cracks where strength can grow, like a tree bending in the storm but not snapping. Stoicism offers a roadmap to cultivate that resilience. It teaches you to separate what you can influence, your thoughts, your actions, from what you cannot. That distinction is the gateway to peace. But here's the truth. Despite its power, many try to live Stoicism and fail. Why? Because Stoicism demands radical responsibility. It's not a passive philosophy. It does not offer comfort without effort. It asks you to face your suffering head-on and say, I own this moment. I control my response. Most people resist this. They want to blame others, avoid pain, or pretend everything's fine. They mistake Stoicism for cold suppression, bottling up feelings. But true Stoicism means feeling deeply, then choosing your response. Example, Sarah's story. Take Sarah, who lost her job during a recession. The easy path is rage and hopelessness. But Sarah feels the pain fully, then asks, what can I control? What's my next step? She updates her skills, reaches out to contacts, takes small daily actions. Sarah owns her suffering. She doesn't let it own her. That's why Stoicism transforms victims into victors. So how do you turn pain into purpose? There are 4 steps deeply rooted in Stoic practice. Step 1. Radical acceptance. You can't control what happens, but you can control your perception. Epictetus said, "It's not what happens, but how you react that matters." Radical acceptance means embracing reality fully. No resistance, no denial. Exercise. When pain hits, pause and feel your emotions. Ask, what is true here? What is beyond my control? How can I accept this fully? Step 2. Reframe your story. Stoicism invites you to change your narrative. From victimhood, "this breaks me," to warriorhood, "this builds me." Example, Viktor Frankl, Holocaust survivor. Viktor Frankl found meaning in suffering. He wrote, "When we can't change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves." His mindset saved his life and gave him purpose. Advice, write your pain story. Now rewrite it through a Stoic lens. What lessons? What strength? Step 3. Take small, consistent action. Pain without action leads to despair. Stoicism demands active endurance. Example, a man loses his home to fire. He can sink or rebuild, step by step, moment by moment. Find shelter, reach out, prioritize, act. Small steps build momentum. Exercise. Daily, do one small thing to improve your situation, no matter how tiny. Step 4. Cultivate virtue. Stoicism says happiness springs from virtue. Wisdom, courage, justice, temperance. Why virtue? Because pain will always come. Virtue is your moral compass. Reflection, ask yourself, am I acting with courage, justice, self-control? Bring transformation into your daily life with these habits. Morning meditation on control. List what you can't control. Visualize hardships calmly. Evening journaling. Reflect on your day. What worked, what didn't, what next? Stoic reading. Read Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, Epictetus daily. Voluntary discomfort. Cold showers, fasting, tough talks. Build toughness. Compassionate detachment. Love fully, but don't cling to outcomes. Nelson Mandela. 27 years imprisoned, injustice everywhere. He chose forgiveness, patience, wisdom. His stoic strength ended apartheid. Malala Yousafzai, shot for fighting for girls' education. She transformed pain into a global movement. Your everyday struggles can be stoic victories. Your story could be next. The moral power of choice between stimulus and response, there's a space. In that space lies your power. Your pain is not a prison, it's a teacher. Your hardship not defeat, but challenge. Your response is your legacy. If you've been following this series, you already know how Stoicism saves us when life falls apart and how to transform pain into power. But what happens when the darkness feels endless? When hope seems like a distant memory? This isn't about naive optimism. It's about deep, grounded purpose that sustains you when everything else fades away. The Stoic view of meaning and purpose. Stoicism teaches that meaning and purpose aren't gifts bestowed by external circumstances. They are created within us. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." But more than happiness, Stoicism calls us to a life of virtue, acting rightly, courageously, wisely, regardless of outcome. Your purpose is not to avoid suffering, but to meet it with dignity. Example, Viktor Frankl, a Holocaust survivor, famously said, "Everything can be taken from a man but one thing, the last of the human freedoms, to choose one's attitude in any given set of circumstances." His purpose, to find meaning in suffering, sustained him through unimaginable darkness. Reflection, ask yourself, what values do I want to live by, even if everything else is stripped away? Your answer to that question is your true purpose. How to discover your Stoic purpose. Finding your purpose starts with self-examination and clarity of values. Step 1. Identify your core virtues. Reflect on which Stoic virtues, wisdom, courage, justice, temperance, resonate most deeply with you. Which virtue feels like your guiding star? Step 2. Write your personal Stoic mission statement. Condense your highest values and purpose into a few clear, actionable sentences. For example, I will face hardship with courage. I will treat others with justice. I will seek wisdom daily. Step 3. Embrace your role in the larger whole. Stoicism teaches we are part of a greater cosmos, a community, a universe with order and reason. Finding meaning includes seeing how your actions serve something bigger than yourself. Example: Marcus Aurelius saw himself as a citizen of the universe, tasked with fulfilling his role with integrity. Step 4. Commit to daily practice. Purpose isn't a one-time discovery. It's lived each day through your choices. Make your mission statement your morning meditation and evening reflection. Practical exercises to cultivate purpose. Here are some exercises to deepen your sense of meaning. Morning purpose affirmation. Begin each day by repeating your mission statement aloud or silently. Feel its power and intention anchor your mindset. Journaling. Purpose and progress. Write daily about moments you acted according to your purpose and areas to improve. Negative visualization with purpose. Imagine losing everything, but still living according to your virtues. How does this strengthen your commitment? Service to others. Engage in acts of kindness or justice, small or large. Purpose grows through contribution. Real-life stories of purpose in darkness. Story 1, Nelson Mandela. In prison for 27 years, Mandela found purpose not in freedom, but in preparing himself to lead a free South Africa. His purpose made suffering meaningful. Story 2, Malala Yousafzai. Shot for defending education, Malala's purpose, advocating for girls' rights, gave her strength beyond fear. Story 3, Everyday Heroes. Think of those who face illness, loss, or hardship, yet wake each day committed to their values. They show us that meaning is a choice. The moral lesson: your purpose is your power. Meaning is not a luxury, it's essential. When you find your purpose, suffering loses its power to destroy you. Instead, pain becomes a forge that tempers your character. As Seneca said, difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body. Now I want you to pause and reflect. What is your purpose? What virtues will guide you through your darkest times? Share your thoughts in the comments. Your story might inspire others. If you found value here, please like, share, and subscribe to The Modern Stoic. In our next video, we'll explore how to practice Stoic joy, finding peace and happiness even in imperfection. Until then, remember, your purpose is your light. Let it shine. Stay strong. Stay stoic.